Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Dimir Apparatus. So, I haven't played this deck in a while, and I want to revisit it after the release of Bloomburrow for the Apparatus and Outrageous Robbery deck. Because you know how much I love to rob our opponent of their wins. But there is a new card in Bloomburrow that I absolutely think fits so well in this deck. Season of Weaving. This card is insane. So, on its own, it's 6 mana to draw 5 cards, or create a copy of a token, or create a token copy of an artifact or a creature, and then we get to bounce some things. It may not look that crazy, but if you think about what's going on in the current metagame, with everybody going either aggressive or combo, this deck really does put a stop onto that. Against aggression, we have a lot of removal. Against combo, here, guess what the third ability is? 3 paw, we get to return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. So you got a bunch of things, not anymore. Get out of here. You got a forge, get out of here. You got a talent, get out of here. This is kind of the idea of this deck. So if we have Mindsplice on at least 4 oil counters, this costs 2. Which is already good enough. But you might think, hey, but that bounces your apparatus, right? It does. That's true. But what we can do is use 2 of the paws to copy an apparatus. So it does bounce our 4 or more oil counter apparatus, but at least we still have an apparatus on board that keeps ticking up. That's still pretty good. And don't forget, this deck has 3 steps ahead. A lot of times we'll just copy the Mindsplice Apparatus, then we don't mind as much bouncing the original one because our copy's already ticking up, and then we can copy the copy, and now both of those are ticking up and we get so much reduction. So yeah, Season of Weaving is a really good card for this deck. And don't forget, this deck has always been very good because of all the X spells, right? Silver Scrutiny, draw X cards, Outrageous Robbery, steal X cards, and the spree cards, Phantom Interference, counter, make a 2/2 for 1 mana, or counter unless they pay 2, right? So kind of like a small mana leak. What is that called? There's another card back in olden days that just counter unless our player pays 2. I forgot what it's called. I'm going to say make this appear. And then we also have 3 steps ahead. That's 2 mana, counter target spell, create a token, and draw 2 cards, discard a card if we have enough oil counters on the Mindsplice. So yeah, these are all very, very good. But there are bad cards in this deck that we have to slot in for the synergy just so that we don't die. And that's all of our removal. So our Bitter Triumphs to go for the throw, the Long Goodbyes, we need these to not die. That's kind of the idea of the deck. Let's go into every card, shall we? In the beginning, of course, let me move this to the side for a second. In the beginning, we have, this is a 2-drop and this is a 3-drop. So we have 2 Disfigures. Early game, that's all we have. Just removal in 2 Disfigures, 3 Phantom Interference, 2 Bitter Triumph, 4 Go for the Throw, and 2 Long Goodbye. So I have a lot of thought process put into the early game. I want this figure against the pump fling kind of deck, because if they pump their creature, they're going to fling them at us, right? So we got a -2/-2 to kill them, and we don't take damage from the hero, from the scam. That's important. And then we have 3 Phantom Interference. We will counter and also make a 2/2 if we have 4 X or... Yeah, 5 total mana, we can do that, but if we don't, we'll just pay 2, counter unless they pay 2. So basically a small version to make this appear, which is fine, right? If you need a 2 mana counter spell, because if you're on the draw, you're not on the play, your turn 2 is their turn 3, and you need to be able to counter a turn 3 spell on your turn 2 nowadays very, very consistently, because they got Forge, they got Talents, they got a lot of things that I need to be able to counter. Then going to the removal, we have 2 Bitter Triumph, 4 Go for the Throw, and 2 Long Goodbye. So if we need to kill Jace, we can kill Jace. We need to kill, any creatures, artifact or non-artifact, we can kill that. Artifact, we can kill them with Long Goodbye. We can also kill Liliana with Long Goodbye. So it's pretty important to have all of these. 3 mana, we have a very, very bad 3 mana counterspell in 3 steps ahead. Of course, we don't want to use that for 3 mana. We want to use that for 5 mana to draw 2 cards, discard a card, or 8 mana. That way we can also copy an artifact or a creature we control, and we want to copy the apparatus. That's the whole idea of this deck. 4 mana, Apparatus, of course. 5 mana, Deadly Cover-Up. We have a lot of things that we can just, what's it called, evidence, because none of these, there's no recursion left, right? They already took out all the good recursion cards since rotation, so all we're going to have is just, exile our graveyard to exile our opponent's graveyard, and they will lose all of their good win con, and then every time they try to play a good win con, we'll counter it. It's kind of the idea. And if they ever get anything to stick, then we have Season of Weaving. That will also stop them from being able to do anything, because we can bounce all of their non-land, non-token permanents. Then finally, we got Silver Scrutiny. 4 Silver Scrutiny so that we'll never miss out on card draw, and 3 Outrageous Robbery so that we'll never miss out on drawing our opponent's deck. So, yeah. So we can mill them out, we can deck them out, we can kill them with damage somehow with Mirrex, right? We can get them. Very strong apparatus, very strong version of the apparatus. I feel this is better than Azorius. But of course, we also have to talk about the lands. 26 lands total. You can see it, 20 instants, 10 sorceries, 4 artifacts. This deck is so simple, but so hard to play. Now, going back to, let me put this here because they're all kind of high mana value cards, right? Let's talk about the lands. So we got 3 islands, 3 swamps. For, you know, a lot of the early games, we need to have basic lands. 4 Darkslick Shores, fast mana. We have 1 Restless Reef. Don't want it to have too many. We're not attacking them to win anyway. So 1 Restless Reef in case we want to mill, but it's not necessary. We got 4 Undersea Sewers. This way we can kind of filter our draw a lot more aggressively. 4 Underground River in case we need the black-blue mana. And then 2 Blast Zone. Blast Zones are very important in this deck. If our opponent has the Forge Talent combo in Boros, well, you can just put Blast Zone up to 3 and then blow them all up. If our opponent is mono red and they're fast, Blast Zone can blow up all their 1-drops. And that's actually very important. We have 2 Demolition Field to break our opponent's opposing Blast Zones, Mirrex, whatever man land that they have. And then we have 3 Mirrex, so if our opponents control, we can still Mirrex them to death. Because against control, you definitely don't have enough luxury to, you know, hold back the apparatus, hopefully get the 3 steps and all that. You don't have time for that. But what you can do is just keep playing Mirrex tokens and eventually overwhelm them with, you know, all these little mites. That's the whole idea of the deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Ig Daniel Lopes. That sure. Opponent goes first again. Always go first. We got a Darkslick Shores, but yeah, that's all we have. I gotta stop drawing lands. Cruel Claw Heist. Well, I got 2 Phantom Interference and a Go for the Throw, so they're probably gonna take Go for the Throw. Now they're going to play around the interference the whole game. Which I'm okay with. It's not that bad. They're just going to use Demolition Field on the nothing. None of these cards are that useful, so if they want a Demolition Field my cards, be my guess. I've only drawn lands, by the way. I had interference, and Go for the Throw. Everything else were lands. That is... I can make a 2-2, but that's not worth it, right? Get another island. It's fine. I have a swamp in my hand. Here we go. Three steps ahead. Okay, that's a card. It was annoying in the beginning, but the draw go has its benefits. Alright, we'll play Demolition Field. He's already seen this, we'll play it out. This way, our 3 steps is live. And in the meantime, we can, I don't know, have something else. Another Cruel Claws Heist. It's got 3 mana, he can't really do much, right? So I don't want him to do this. Counter and draw. With 3 mana, he can definitely Liliana me. Drop the Darkslick Shores. Bandit's Talon. Okay. Bandit's Talon is really annoying because I can't stop it from doing stuff, right? Do I guess I had to drop Deadly Cover Up. I'm gonna level it up. But now I have the Blast Zone. Whole reason why it's in the deck. Can't kill enchantments. I'm gonna kill the enchantments the long way. Ooh, a robbery. Okay, well, I'm gonna play a black land so that I don't ping myself as much, right? Doesn't do anything here. they just played nothing. Another Bandit's Talent. We'll let that go. Resolve. I'm gonna decline, so discard 2 lands. We're gonna get a lot of lands from our robbery anyways. Level 2? Sure. Does he not know how the Blast Zone works? Alright, so he's tapped out. Well, not tapped out, but he can't kill lands at instant speed. I get to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. Seems pretty nice. Give me 5 cards from your deck. Wow. Look at those useless cards. Mirrex is also pretty nice, right? It pressures him. Definitely not playing the Aquazat. You go to his field. And then I have a lot of his swamps. But I want to play the Mirrex here. He doesn't draw anything. He can level up the other Bandit's Talent if he wants. Is that all he does? We'll Mirrex him. Maybe he has a cut down. Do I just blow up the Bandit's Talent right now? Because I do have the mana open, right? But I don't really have anything else to play. He doesn't draw anything. Yeah, my hand's kind of dead. That's not dead. Maybe he wants to get into my hand. He can see both of those cards. I don't have 1 or fewer, so good luck. He's nothing? We're just gonna churn a Mirrex on him. He's 7 mana. He can't have nothing, right? Because that's what he wants. He can have it. I can play a sewer just to kind of look at the top card of my deck. Well, of course I attack first. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I have 1 more. I can't activate the Blast Zone anyway, so might as well sewer to see what is on the top of my deck. Kind of fix a little. Yeah, I don't want another one of these. Blast Zone's instant, so I can do it whenever. I have 2 cards, so they don't activate at all. There's a Foundry. Eclipse. You got it. Time to make these again. You got a cut down? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I am using, you know, his cards while I'm only tapping lands. Darkslick Shores does nothing, so let's go for the attack first. Maybe he'll block. Turns the Mishra Foundry live. Gets cut down. Take 1. Alright. He's at 5. Still not drawing cards from me. That's the thing with Bandit's Talent, right? It's not very good when it's basically locked down to your opponent having 2 cards. Which I currently don't. Or your opponent's having less than 2 cards, which I currently don't. Nothing? You have more cut downs? You need more cut downs or you're gonna go up to 8. I'm gonna go for the throw. That's a lot of go for the throats. He's probably gonna sack the Hopeless Nightmare here, right? Shieldred's Edict. Sure. He's gonna go up to 7. Sack the Nightmare. Both bottom. Play another one of your lands. Come on, when I stole his cards, right? I stole 4 useless cards. It was 3 swamps, which are all useless, and an Aclazat that I can definitely not play. At the very least, I'm stopping him from playing his Aclazat. Virtue. Yeah, you got it. I mean, interference is going to stop the big Virtue from coming down. And that's why I love Mirrex. In these control matchups, there's no chance. We never even used the... let me go back here. Would it allow me? Yeah, we never used the Blast Zone on the Bandit's Talon. That's because I never needed to, right? If I wanted to at any point, I could have used the Blast Zone on the Bandit's Talon to make him not deal damage to me, and he does not gain extra cards. So leveling those up while I have a Blast Zone on the board was a waste of his mana. Alright, our opponent is Senkadias. One goes first. Again. We got Bitter Triumph, Go for the Throw, and Robbery. I mean, we got a lot of good things going on, but will we have time? Green. We might just be able to get time. White. I don't like to see that color combination. It usually does not bode well for whatever game plan I have. But we'll see. We will see. It could just be a Resolute Reinforcement into a Convoke deck. Paw Patch. Makes a food. Alright, so it's a Domain. I think we have a good chance against Domain, right? It's hard, but we have a good chance. It really depends on what kind of situation we get ourselves into. Highland's good. Now we have a 3 steps. Not really sure if I should counter a ramp. Biza, he gets to draw a card. Yeah. If I discard a card here, I don't think he gets to draw a card, right? Let's find out. He gets nothing. Got him. Alright, Blast Zone time. Hostile Investigator. Oh, can't have that. Let's interfere with it. Is Absent control? Absent something. I only have 4 mana in the graveyard. I need to go up to 6 for the Deadly Cover-Up to do anything. But with these 3 colors, you can't stop a Deadly Cover-Up, so we'll see. It is a Traxa, so we know that much is going on. But if he doesn't play anything, I'm going to try to steal 3 cards from him. I rob you. All of your cards. He's got 5 mana. If I play Biza here, do I gain anything? I can hold up a 3 steps, but does that do anything? Yeah, holding up a 3 steps also doesn't do much, right? He has a Cavern. Cavern going to 6 lands. This draws me a card. And that might be what I want. I take his Biza. I am gonna say goodbye in a very long way. He's not on 7, but once he gets to 7, he will have a Traxa, and I will be screwed. So if I can get one of my 2 Demolition Fields next turn, that would be pretty cool. Not sure if I'll get there. Ward's pretty annoying, right? But it's reach ward. It's not trample. I can jump for a turn. With his own cards, no less. Mirrex is also pretty nice. It's not what I need right now, but it's a card. What does this do? Eye control. Okay, that does not help. You killed your own people. How could you? Tap land. Drop a card. Alright, if I go for the throw of this, I actually cannot kill a Traxa. Still, I think I should. Go for the throw of this. Yeah. I'll pay 3. Because when a Traxa comes out, I'm definitely just deadly covering it up. That's a lot of long goodbyes I don't want in my hand against this deck. At least I have a 3-step to kind of filter. He doesn't? Oh, he does have blue with Cavern. I was sure Tracky's coming. I can put one more on this. Or I can put 1. There's the demo field. Let's go for the attack first. I still have 2 blue, right? Drawn it on time. In fact, I'm gonna fetch for a blue. Have all the blue ready. He didn't attract so when he had the chance. Now I gotta stop it. Aclazad. Aclazad's kind of annoying. I guess I'll have to deadly cover it up. Then I get to look at his deck. But that's really all I can do right now. Yeah, it's really all I can do right now. Can't afford to counter an Aclazad and then get run over by an Atraxa, right? Wait. Still in attack phase. There we go. That's just a land. Can't afford to let Aclazad attack, but I can let him gain life. No blocks. Just... wow. Nice taps. Let's tap the Blast Zone. Tap this for white. Still have 3 blue. And that matters. That matters a lot. Let's see, we gotta take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have to exile the Aclazad. Like it or not. There's 2 deadly cover-ups, but those are gone. There's a Traxxas in his deck, that's for sure. Hostile Investigator. Yeah, annoying, but there's a Traxxas in his deck. We have to get rid of that. Don't forget to play a land. He has a lot of useless cards. I have a lot of useless cards. Lush Portico. That's great. Does he want to deadly cover up and nothing? He thinks he needs to hold the deadly cover up, which I don't agree with, but he can do. Hostile Investigator. Do we stop this? It's really annoying, right? I think I need to stop this, otherwise he gets a lot of card draws for no reason, and I cannot kill with Long Goodbye. So, yeah, I guess we'll... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, not enough. So we'll have to do this. Actually, I don't want to copy it. Let's just draw cards. GG. Just copying that made him quit. That was not fun for him, I guess. Alright, our opponent is Dirt Gen. Hi, Dirt Gen, can I go first? Of course not. Phantom Interference and go for the throw are 2 removals, and we have a Blast Zone, so that's pretty good. That's not what I meant to say. I put those too close. The thing about it is, on Arena, they don't actually allow you to sort these yourself. They're just in the order you put them in. Like, it's really annoying. You had to unclick all of them and then click them one at a time to put them in a specific order. I don't want to do any of that. Really? He's just playing off 1 land here. Alright. I guess he's hoping to draw a land. Or fire hero? Yeah, I guess he's just hoping to draw a land or something. Do we just take the 2 here? I don't think so. Use the counterspell when we got it. Demo Field. And counter every spell he plays. Cannot gain life though. That's unfortunately March is gone, right? He does draw a land. Very good for him. Heartfire Hero. Now that he drew a land, I gotta be careful with how he plays. Felonious Rage. Well, guess we gotta kill the hero while we can. He wants to give it haste. We could Mindsplice. I don't know if that's good enough right now, honestly, just because we're already dying. Felden. Do I counter a Felden or do I take 4 here? I guess I had to take 4, right? No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Take 4. We play our Apparatus. Get 1 oil, get another Scrutiny. I don't need a Robbery. Can't afford to use a Robbery on whatever our opponent has right now. Challenger? Guess we'll counter and draw. I had to pay to do that, huh? Didn't I go too low because I do that? I had to pay no matter what to counter, right? That's no good. Alright, well, let's go down to 2. That seems fun. Yeah, discard a card, discard Scrutiny. Or do I discard a land? No, discard Scrutiny. Don't think they have burn spells in their deck. So maybe we just disfigure Felden right now when we still can. It's really risky. But if there's no creatures, we might just be able to get there. That creature's fine. That creature doesn't do anything. Man, some people just can't even wait a second. They get a draw. Check out those prowess triggers. They draw a land. Let's go to my turn. 3 oil counters and a lot of counter spells. Okay, so now we just hold these up. I don't need to draw 3 cards, right? Yeah, I don't need to draw 3 cards. They don't do anything. Felden, let's counter. Counter, copy, draw. How much is that? Let's see. 1, 2. Well, I have 3 mana, right? So that means I need to pay 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I pay 4. Can still do it. Counter, copy, draw. that pays for everything? Huh. Okay, then I guess I can't afford a copy. Just counter. Actually, I can afford a copy. I just can't afford to draw. Yep. Alright, do I want to draw 5 cards? That seems pretty nice, right? But then I'm down to 1 blue and I already tapped out. Cool. Nothing, huh? Well, then we will demo field your cliff. Yes, like that. Alright, let's get ourselves another blue mana. I don't think I need black mana. Actually, I have no idea. Probably need more blue than black mana, to be honest. Well, I got both anyways. So, I can Scrutiny for 7. Don't think I need to get anything in his graveyard. So, Scrutiny for 7. It's a lot of cards. Go to combat. To end. Discard 6 cards. 1, 2, 3. Do I keep that? No. 3, 4, 5, 6. Discard all the lands. Yeah, there's just so much removal in my hand. Don't think they'll get anywhere. Pass? Do I make a Phantom Interference token and start hitting them with that? Do I wait one more turn? I can wait. Being at 2 is very scary, but we'll get somewhere. He's gonna have to play something. Actually, our Bitter Triumph has to discard cards. Kind of scary that way. How many Scrutiny do we have left? There's 4 in the deck, right? 1, 2... I tossed 1, I think, in the beginning. So, yeah. 1 Scrutiny left in the deck. I think I also tossed the Robbery. I tossed the Robbery, so there's 2 Robberies left in the deck. Robbery's actually not that bad, because I can see what he has. Just start hitting for 2. Gotta end this game at some point, right? I'm gonna go for the throw, that's nice. He has buff spells. Don't know if he has shock. Alright, opponent salty quitting. Dirt Gen. You didn't even let me go first. Why are you whining? You had so much burst. Too bad they all died. I mean, a lot of them died to a 1 blast zone. That was pretty fun. Alright, opponent has 3 ropes for some reason. If your deck has bound, you shouldn't get any ropes. That should be the rule of Magic. Four cards. Maybe you're just gonna plot a lot. That would make sense. Scamp. Definitely can't have Scamp out because then it would just kill me. Alright, so let us do the whole counter, copy, draw. Let's copy this. I can discard a Bitter Triumph. Alright, how many cards can I steal? 4, 5, 6. This is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You can steal 16 cards on him? Oh no, I need to pay 2 mana. I keep 1 Darkslick Shore open? That seems fine. Let's go to my turn. It seems like your deck is pretty strong. I think you got a lot of cards going on that are very scary. Why is it tapping? Got a lot of ruckus too. Can I kill him this turn? I think I might be able to kill him, right? Does he have his own buff spells? Tap the Blast Zone to get in a monster's rage. If he had a burn spell, he would have used it on me already. That's 5. Can I actually cast the burn together? I have no idea. This is +2. This is also +2. I think that's lethal. Yeah, your deck's pretty good, right? That's a lot of burst damage at once when you draw 11 cards. Or 16 cards. Thanks for the deck. Goodbye, Dirt Gen. Alright, our opponent is Death Angel with a lot of X. 2001 call, they want their usernames back. We're gonna go first, but lots of ping ahead with a 2-lander. We do have Phantom Interference to counter and Disfigure to stop something, but that's it, right? We have to draw lands. Alright, that seems fine. I would just not draw land and quit. I'm good at that. They are the Death X Angels. Alright, blue I control, so I shouldn't have kept this hand for sure. But oh well, let's see. Maybe they're the artifact version. Doesn't look like it. Expelled the Interlopers. Huh. That's not a land that I thought I would see. So, they're band control? Band control, interesting. Did I just steal 1 card from him? What can I do in turn 3 that I need to counter? With a Phantom Interference, no less. I don't know, but I don't think I want to just steal 1 card, because it's not a land. It's really a waste of a spell to play. Actually, if it doesn't do anything, I'm going to draw cards. With 3 steps. Because my hand is dead. I need to make sure that my top decks are good. So I can toss a Disfigure this way. Yeah, this is a lot better. But of course, Apparatus does not work against a deck that has green, so we're going to play it some other way. There's a Wandering Emperor mana. Jace. You know, against Jace, I think I will counter it. Do I rob him of 3 cards? Will he slam another Jace? Because if he slams another Jace, I really don't have any way to fight it. Robbing 3 cards here isn't really that useful either. So if he slams another Jace, he slams another Jace. I don't know if he's going to do that in the face of all this counterspell magic. Honestly, I've stopped facing any Liliana ever since I put a Long Goodbye in my deck. Archangel of Wrath on his own. That's an interesting play. Get some oil counters. Get another Mirrex down. I have 2 black mana for robbery if I need it, right? So maybe I just use the Mirrex right now to kill the Archangel. That way I can still use the robbery. right? Because I need 3 black mana that way. But that kind of telegraphs this. If he figured, I don't think he can figure it out. I've never used the robbery. What did I use my graveyard? Yeah, just counter spells. Leyline Binding. That looks like a counter spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can try to steal 4 cards, right? But if he just counters this, he just counters this. If I hold up enough mana for no more lies, then I can only steal 1 card. I don't think that's worth it. I steal 4 cards from him. He gets the mana he wants, but I get to steal a lot of cards from him. Cool. He plays a swamp. It's kind of scary. But I guess we can try to play it the long way. I don't think I'll ever get the Blast Zone up to 6 to kill the Leyline Binding, right? So let's not go crazy here. Go up a Beanstalk. We draw a card. This happens to be a land. We play... Do we need to play Fable to thin out our lands a little more? So this is gonna meet 3, right? Yeah, let's play Fable here. Let's get another land. And then we'll Heap Harvest. There's a lot of dead cards in my hand. If he has Atraxa here, we're kind of screwed, right? I guess not necessarily, but not good either. I did not steal an Atraxa, which is what I really wanted. But he has Jace in his deck. That's weird. What kind of Atraxa deck runs? Like, how many Jace will he run? Temporary Lockdown to the 1 Beanstalk? This is a 2, right? Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I already drew my card. I guess you can kill his own Temporary Lockdown. Sack it for mana. Get all the basics out of our deck. Go for the throw. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 for 1 Mirrex. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for another Mirrex. I definitely can't hold up. Robbery here. I don't think I'm gonna use Robbery. I'm not sure. It really depends on what he plays. Heap Harvest. That's scary. So let's let him thin out his own deck, then we'll rob him. Because he definitely wants to Atraxa here, right? Pretty sure that's what he's... Oh, that's Domain. It's not Atraxa. Well, he needs an extra land anyway, so... Does he have 3 steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 7 cards? Oops. Right, that's all my mana? Yeah. Does he have a counterspell here? Okay, I got a Sunfall. I guess that's something. It's Fable Passage again. That takes all of my basics out. It's just Cavern. For Angels. I'm pretty sure an Atraxa's coming, right? So should I prepare for Atraxa with up the Beanstalk? What am I doing in response to that? This costs 4. That doesn't help me in any way. So I guess we'll have to up the Beanstalk twice. Nope, 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 nope. Let's have the Cavern for this. We draw a card. Scrutiny is okay. Double up the Beanstalk. Alright, then we'll end turn. He can go wide, but His going white doesn't actually hurt me too much because I have his board wipe. I don't have my board wipe, but I have his. And as I'm wiping him, I draw a lot of cards. I draw a lot of cards from up to Beanstalk. It's kind of interesting. Temporary lockdown on another. You know what? Let's do it this way. Right, this at least draws me 2 cards. He's not going to play the Traxa here. Leyline Binding again. On the Mindsplice? I think that's fine. He might think that I really care about that. I was looking to mill him out. He's 28 cards, right? This is going to draw him 3 cards. So if he attracts us too hard, he is going to die from the 3 draws from up to Beanstalk. So many draws from up to Beanstalk, actually, but let's not go too hard right now. Yet. It's Sewer. I don't need a Shores. Yeah, I have way more cards than he has in the deck. Did I discard cards? How many cards did I discard? How many cards in my hand? I can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. Okay. Gotta discard 8 card. Discard the Disfigure. Long Goodbye can still get like 1 of the tokens. Whereas in Disfigure can't get anything. There's no 2/2s in the deck. There's the Atraxa. I think we gotta let him have it, right? What does he have? Okay, no ley line, that's important. So there's already 3 ley lines out. He has 1 more in the whole deck. I used 2 robberies, so I still have 1 more in the deck. It's gonna be a while, but we'll get there. This is gonna hit him so much. There's a tap land. Yeah. Alright, let's kill his Atraxa. And then we'll get the Mindsplice out. So you have another ley line? 4th ley line, of course. Sure. We can put 2 on the blast zone, right? We'll put 2 on the blast zone. Phantom Interference, it's something. Might be a little slow, but it's something, right? We can also Scrutiny for like a lot of cards. Do we want to Scrutiny for a lot of cards? I have 32 cards to his 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So if I Scrutiny for, let's say... Let me play the Mirrex. Do I play the Mirrex first? Is there a land I want to play? Probably not, right? Or I can just put 3 more on the blast zone and then I blow up the blast zone. Still think I should do this. So if I don't draw anything good here, I'm kind of dead in the water, right? I gotta be a little bit careful with how this works. I have 4 deadly cover-ups. Will I really not draw any? Alright, so I have 12 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 mana. I want to keep up 5 mana, right? So 13 minus 5 is 8, which means I get to draw 6 cards. I think that's fair, right? Tap for blue. Tap, let's not tap Blast Zone. Tap a Mirrex, tap this, and we'll auto pay the rest. Yep. Kind of dead in the water now. To combat and turn, I gotta discard 3 cards, so let's discard the sewers. Let's discard this and discard Darkslick Shores. The Restless Reef is pretty good. I can get in the mill. He doesn't have much cards left, so if he mills, that'll hurt him a lot. Angels means I can't counter, but I do have a Demolition Field. Archangel Wrath, that's fine. I'm not going to counter that. Does not hit me for all too much. Heap Harvest? Does he know that he's going to deck out? Pass 2 attackers. Okay, let's drop another apparatus. Gotta keep going with this. So maybe we'll just take the 3 from this Angel. It's not too bad. Definitely gonna have to hit his. Let's tap a Mirrex, tap a Cavern, hit the what? Almost tried to kill the Archangel. Made no sense. Kill the Cavern. Is he gonna search for land? Does he still have lands? He does still have lands. I also still have lands. I have 4 deadly cover-ups. I didn't draw any of them, and I'm down to 24 cards. It's actually quite interesting, right? Scrutiny, I'm not gonna do that. Sunfall, I'm not gonna do that. I could Archangel here, but I think I can just take this damage. Definitely can counter whatever he plays with the 3 steps. And that's very important. Because I want to copy the Mindsplice and then bounce everything, but then I also bounce the Leyline, so I'm not sure. Her migration? Yeah. Anything else? Nothing else? Actually, I can just put this up to 6. Another apparatus. Let's hide the mill plan for now, right? But I might want to mill him next turn, to be fair. Sunfall this. Again, let's tap this. Tap a Mirrex. Sunfall his board. I got a 7/7 going on. It's really tricky, but I'm pretty sure we have the upper hand here. I have 6 mana on the Blast Zone, so I can blow up all the Blast Zones, but all I'm going to get back is Season of Weaving. Yeah, return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. That's not very good. Wear down. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, destroy 2. I mean, I could just stop this, but do I really care about this? It's kind of annoying. Might as well do it. Too many lands. Atraxa. Yeah. Have another draw. Well, he still wants to put cards in his hand. He's down to 14 cards. That's gutsy. Might as well drop these, right? They're not doing anything here. There's the cover up. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, what do I cover up? The Herd Migration or Traxa? I think I'm going to cover up the Herd Migration. How many 3-steps do I still have? I still have 2 3-steps, right? Yeah. Alright, let's exile cards from the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, he has 2 Apparatuses in the graveyard. He has 1 Herd Migration. Just 1 Herd Migration. Let's take all the Herd Migrations. He has another one. There's another one. There's one more Atraxa. Not a lot of lands in his library. Nothing else. Yep, GG. There's no more game out of this. Yeah, we have a very strong lockdown on the game because we get a Silver Scrutiny for I think 5. Scrutiny for like 7 cards. I think it's fine with that. Go down 13, which he will also have 13 because we exile a card. And then we will have a lot of counter spells. And then Season Weaving will make him draw 3 cards just off the up the beanstalk whenever we need to. So yeah, that will probably kill him. GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those games, how did this feel? Because I gotta tell you, right? I think I uploaded 4 games. I played 5 games. I won 4 games. This deck is insane. I love Apparatus. It's so good. It's such a good feeling coming back to the idea of reduction on spells to get a very unfair spell cast for just 2 mana. In 3 Steps Ahead or Outrageous Robbery. Every one of the games that I won with this deck feel oh so satisfying. Why? Well, you've seen those games, right? Sometimes I kill them with just Mirrex, overwhelming them with tiny value, and if they're controlled, they really cannot stop all of the Mirrex, because we have a lot. And then, if they're some sort of combo deck, or some sort of a go wide, mid-range, take longer time kind of deck, well, we have so much card advantage in these. Outrageous Robbery. Every one of these games have outshine itself. We just stole our opponent's deck. So basically our opponent's starting the game, our opponent playing with a 40 card deck and we're playing with a 60 plus 20 80 card deck, right? So that's what's really scary for our opponent because, well, we're just gonna steal all their cards and use their synergy against them. And that one game where we used the mono red deck and we stole all of their cards and we burst them out in 1 turn. Mono red is scary, especially when it's played against yourself, huh? Yeah, that's how I feel about this deck. I love it. I love the Dimir Apparatus. I'm going to be sad when this card rotates because I don't think an Apparatus deck can work that well in Explorer or Pioneer, but it definitely works in Standard. And with 3 steps in Mindsplice, oh, it's so punishing. And with Deadly Cover-Up, that only costs 2 with all the oil counters. Deadly Cover-Up will cover up their whole deck. And then they have nothing left. They got no cards, no synergy, no tempo, no aggression. They just gotta sit back and wait till the mites eat them to death. That's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.